Yo, what's up everybody? Tulwean here again. I've got another tutorial for you. It's kind of a continuation of the Lumia stream tutorial that I gave earlier, and said I was going to do another tutorial on how to set up your DMX light. So here it is. I'd actually recommend watching this one first so you get everything else set up. But let's jump into it. So I've got Xpress opened, and of course you will need the get the good angle on it. The Chauvet Xpress 20 interface for Xpress. You can't use another one. It's kind of proprietary thing that Chauvet does. That's why the software is free. So I've got a new thing of Chauvet open here. And the current setup that I have, if you saw it in my last video, I've got, it's actually on its side, two par lights, this one and another one back here, and a bar light. I believe this is a 24 light setup. So let's go ahead and start with that. As you saw, I've got my interface here, USB and a DMX. I've got a mess of cables because I didn't bother organizing any of it because it's not going to stay this way. I've got DMX cable running into the input. There's two right there. You can kind of see them maybe. Running into the input of one par light. This also has a DMX output that is running into my wash light. And then this also has another output that is running into my final par light. So you can daisy chain them together. It makes it a little bit easier. Now, I'll start with the par light because it's right there and it's a little easier to get to. These lights do have multiple channel modes that you can select for them. This also has a remote control that you can use as well, but I have no intention of using it. Let's roll 3 inches over to here. So, not sure how well you could see that. So that is my little instruction manual. This has two settings. It's got a 4 DMX channel and a 7 DMX channel. So I recommend using the 7 because it gives you more control over what lights you can do. So I can maneuver this. My cords aren't really that long. Hold on. Let me make this a little easier for everybody and go bloop. There we go. So controls. You have your buttons, menu, up, down, and enter. Menu will change through the settings that are currently in there. So you have A001. So that's the 7 channel, and that's what channel it starts on. Right now it is set in D. So I'm going to bounce through these. That's awful. That's worse. Demo sound activated. So, and I'm going to go back to A. Starts on channel 1. 7 channel? Yes, that is correct. So this starts at channel 1. So that is par light. My other par light is currently attached to a wall. So if you can see that, you can see, probably not, it is blinking A008. So my par lights are actually somewhat out of order. What'd I do? Oh dear God. That's somewhat set. And the bar light's a weird one. So I'm gonna have to move everything around to get that shot. Let's just do this. So it is set to P15. That is currently its 24 channel mode. It's got 2 channel, 3 channel, 4 channel, 6 channel, 8 channel, 12 channel. So I'm going to leave it in P15. So you've got Par Light is doing 1 through 7. Par Light 2 is doing 8 through 14. And then the bar light is going from 14 or from 15, and it's going to go 25 channels up to whatever the next light number would be. So from there, you've got, I'm sorry for the mess on my desk. I'm doing like 4 projects right now, and it's crazy. Let's hopefully will it? Yes, it will. So if you've got the same similar setup that I have, you're going to just go through your manual. You're going to figure your manuals, figure out what DMX channels you want to use, your address channels you want to use. You're going to set up all of your lights. So it's going to go light, light, light. And then we're going to jump into Chauvet Show Express. So I've got it open. The first thing you're going to do is add fixture. Actually, let's do preferences. DMX universes, and you can see that I've currently got mine here. And it's running, so I can connect my lights to everything else. You just make sure you want to get your universe set up correctly. So first things first, we're going to add a light. Now I'm pretty sure Ye light, the other one that I have is XPC. So no Ye light, no XPC, so you're going to have to do create a new fixture. So let's do Ye site R 32 LED or 36 LED. 36 LED R. These they're cheap lights. You can get a 2-pack of these off of Amazon for $50. I think the bar light I spent $100 on. They're gonna click OK. Number of channels, I believe we said it was going to be 7 channels. So 7 channels. Okay. And there's your Ye light right there. We're actually going to do 2 fixtures because we have 2. And then patch. So you've got your Ye light 1 through 7, your Ye light 8 through 14. And I'm just going to move these down here because it's kind of where they're going to end up sitting. Before you continue, let's go ahead and go to... Where is it? Change. I think actually it's got to be... Yes, edit fixture. So we're going to go to edit fixture. We got to change all of this stuff, so we know what it's doing. That's where your manual comes in handy. So on 7-channel mode, channel 1 is the master. Should be dimmer. Dimmer. In channel 2, you have red. I'm going to do red. Save. Channel 3 is going to be green. Channel 4 is going to be blue. Save. Channel 5 is RGB. I know there's an RGB on here somewhere. Color preset, no. Am I just being dumb? Prism, dimmer, hue dimmer, shutter. Shutter? Let's just do RGB. Ah, there we go. Then 6. Now, I ran into a problem when I was setting up my lights. This says that it's strobe speed. And it freaked out. You actually want to set it for shutter. And I'll show you why after I get all the lights set up. So we're going to save shutter. And then number 7 is going to be mode, which I believe I got mode color macro mode. See if, okay, mode. Now mode, kind of funny. Don't think it actually lists what all mode is in the little manual here. Like I said, cheap light off of Amazon, like cheap. I do definitely plan on upgrading further later on down the road when I can make more money. Yeah, it doesn't even list like what modes they are. Okay, so you should have your lights, 2 lights set up. I'm going to save that, and then we're going to go into view. Now you can load in a preset par can. Open, close enough. It is a par light, but close enough. 3D view, this one's really cool. Let's do par can, let's do a default, and I'll leave everything else the same, because I think this is actually a 30-watt light. Doesn't actually say. Does it say anywhere in here how many watts this is? Let's see. I don't see it anywhere. No, I don't think it's even listed. All right, so definitely set up the 3D view. It's definitely a good idea. So you're going to save that. And next, our other light. We're going to add fixture. And we're going to create new. And XPC. XPC? XPC. XPC. $24 piece wash. Wash. Okay, this has, we will go ahead and do the let's see, the 24 channel. Channel 24. Add. Starting address will be 15. Yes, because that's what I have it set there. Grab my light, drop. I don't like those lights. I'm gonna change. Nope. Gonna change those. Edit fixture, view, load. Go ahead and do Chauvet DJ. Let's do. Where's a good par light? Let's see. That's pretty close to what I have. Yeah, let's do the slim par. Save, much better. Save. And we're going to edit this one again. Edit fixture. This one's going to suck because... Ugh. Why did I choose to torment myself such a way? All right, we're going to start. Red. Save. Green. Green. Save. Blue. This literally just repeats for every channel. And there you want to do it because there's a good reason to do it. So I really don't want to torment you guys with this. Can I? So 5. Or nope, it won't let me do it. Damn. All right, I'm gonna go through and change all of these. All right, so I got my fixture all set up. I've changed the 2D view and I've changed the 3D view. And now we can get into making your first scene steps. Okay. So first thing, you got to remember that some lights that do have a dimmer, you need to turn the dimmer up. Turn the dimmer up. And if you notice, nothing is happening with my lights. You got, like, if you are running through a DMX controller, there is a button right here that says DMX. Turn that on. Now I'm getting light out of one of my par cans. That should be light out of the other par light. For the wash bar, every 3 lights on the 24 channel is one set of 3 colors. So if I wanted to do this and then go to the next set and do this, now I've got red, green, blue. Can't really see it in the camera, but you get the picture. So let's just say you want to do just a full red wash. Yeah, how did I? There we go. You want to do a full red wash. You hold control and you can click on the icons up here. Now I've got full control over all of that color range. So you're just going to do a full red wash. That's all you want. Red. Red everywhere. Go ahead and save the scene here. And we're going to do this as red wash. Save. That's all you do. Now you have your first scene saved. Now we're going to go over to the live show. And you've got page 1. And then you're going to go to the 3 bars over here. You're going to do add step scene. You got red wash. Now this is going to be the same thing as the step editor. You got to make sure that DMX is turned on. Now you have a big button. So now you got a big button that's going to do on and off. If you go ahead and right click, you can rename the button. We've already got it on red wash, but let's change the color to red. Now we know what it is. All right. So from there, you can do button image. If you want to do an image, you can remove the button, change the file, speed properties, so you can change the beats or BPM, or you can change it manually, and that's for the next step. But you can also do a fade in. You can do a fade out. You got a fade in, you got your fade out, fade out. Wow, that's a really slow fade out. Yeah, really slow fade out. Button duration, you can set, let's just go ahead and do 2 seconds. On, and then it's gonna shut off after 2 seconds. For the sake of tutorial, let's turn off that fade. So on, 2 seconds, off. If you want only one at a time, you're gonna do release all buttons. So only one button at a time will be on. There are sometimes you can have multiple buttons on, and it depends on what your show is going to be, what effects you're going to want. But let's go ahead and turn off. Go away. Thank you. For the sake of not having a big red button, I'm going to do add page. Add page. Let's see, how did you button settings? Buttons, tab, window, boards. There we go. Jeez. So, okay. So button settings, button tabs, windows. I'd probably remove that one. And it's boards. Type, tab, title, apply. It's right here. Duh. And then you can go in here and you can change your pages. Jesus. Like, why did it take me so long to figure that out? Okay, let's go back to editor. So let's say you want to do a light animation. That's what you have, this little window right here. So let's say you just want to do something simple. Let's do dimmer up, dimmer up. Why am I getting color? Oh, that's why. Back to editor. All right, let's just do green. So you have a step editor right here. So the first step, it's a duration of 5 seconds. Let's actually, for the sake of tutorial, let's do that. We're gonna add, so first step is this. Let's do that. Let's add step. Let's drop that one, bring up that one, that one, that one. Add step. So anybody that has watched my previous tutorial will kind of get the idea of what I'm doing here. Because it's basically how I set up my donation alert. Add. Bear with me, guys. Almost there. Add, drop, up, drop, up. So now you have a step scene set up. You want to make sure it's working right. Yep, it looks like everything's bouncing, everything's fading correctly. And if you don't want it to fade like that, go ahead and stop. Down here across the bottom, it's got these buttons here. So you have the step, and then you have the fade. I'm going to leave it like this for now, just because you guys know what it's going to look like. For this one, don't worry about it. It's not something that we really do with... So yeah, the pan and tilt, that's for like the motorized spots and everything. So just don't worry about that for now. You do have the RGB wheel. So let's select the fixture, and you can just color wheel it. Whee! Yeah. So go back to used, because we're using everything here. I think I had that one. But yeah, that's the how to set up all the lights and everything, and you can just do steps. You can do whatever you needed to. There is the generator. Let's go ahead and select this light here. We want that one on. I'm still working with this one because I don't remember. I don't know how exactly to use everything. So you can do points, add point, curve. And that was for the dimmer steps. Let's just save this for green walk, just because we can. Back to the generator. Add point. Let's drop that. Do curve. And play. So it's just gonna follow the line. So it's gonna dim. It's gonna go back up. And you could do it for the red, green, and blue, or the RGB. Let's do... I want to delete point. Delete point. Thank you. Go to the RGB. Let's add a point. Let's do curve. Don't know what the RGB does. Stop. Steps. Light. Dimmer. Huh. It doesn't do anything. But when you get good with the dimmer, you could probably do more things a lot easier. So I'm just gonna... All right, let's see. So once you get good with the curve editor here, you could probably do a lot more things. I'm still learning the curve editor, so bear with me. So you went over the steps, a little bit of the generator, how to add your fixtures. Let's go ahead and jump back over to the live. So for this one, let's delete that button. Yes. Let's add another step scene. Let's do the green walk. Let's go ahead and set this for release all. So red, green walk. And this will just keep going until either I turn it off or something else comes in and does it. There is also another option that you can do a pause at end. You can do random steps, so it'll change it randomly. Just kind of cool, right? My step generator is still going, so that's kind of why it's making goofy things. That's new. No. Did I throw a red in that? I think I did. I did throw a red in there somewhere. There's a momentary button. Auto start flash button. So it's as long as you have it going. Oh, I know where the editor. That off. Yep, it was right. So yeah, as long as you hold the button, it's gonna keep going. Let's see. I don't know what standalone it is. It's a new feature that's been added. Let's go to fixtures. Let's do light show creator. All right, I gotta make a group. Add new group. Group name, lights. And group key is A. So every time you hit A, it's gonna select them all, which is really helpful. We'll create inside this light show several sheens, several pages, buttons, live. Yes. So let's go back to live and do that. So automatically generate stuff. So blue light, green light, purple, red, magenta, cyan, like, and you got a default. And these are all one-shot lights. No one can be on at the same time. It's the group designation here. And you've got channels. So you've got a dimmer control for the light. You have a mode, which my mode doesn't do anything. Yeah, my mode doesn't do anything because the mode is dumb. It just cycles through colors. It's got different settings on it. I don't know what they are because it doesn't list them in it. The RGB option. Then you have a shutter option. So let's go ahead and do that, which is just the flash. It's how fast you want it to flash. The faster it's set up, the faster it flashes. So this is really handy for doing quick setups, because you've got all the lights you need for it. You've got the default light, which is just a nice, good fade. You've got your master dimmer here, your master speed. It's got a pan and tilt and a gobo, which we don't have, obviously, because I don't have anything that does a pan and tilt. So any kind of motorized things will do a pan and tilt. But there's stuff for pixels, so you can set up a pixel wall. There's a better piece of software out for that. But that's basically the gist of how to use the Chauvet Xpress and how to set up your lights, how to correctly get them programmed in, on what ad addresses that you need to set them on and stuff like that. If there's anything that you guys want to know specifically, if I don't know it, I'll look it up and I'll do another video for it. Just go ahead and leave a comment down below. If you actually enjoy this video or the video before that, please give a like and subscribe. It'd be much appreciated. I'm not sure how often I'd actually be able to do some of these videos because current living situation kind of sucks. There is a 3D function, which I will go into a little bit more in a different video because it's pretty in depth. So this is a basic 3D window here. I'll do that in the next video. But thank you all for watching. Like I said, like and subscribe down below if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next week.